So today's topic is unrealistic
Expectations.
Yeah.
And it's like in all areas of life, like work, job, relationship, maybe not yet,
Uh,
like how you present yourself. And yeah,
yeah.
like where do you think it arises from, to be honest? Like I have an opinion, but I want to hear it.
Okay, we'll ask our other host.
Where do you think?
Host from our childhood, the society.
Yeah, but if from the society,
Yeah.
where does it come from? Like
I
from which
think
part of a person does it come from?
it kind of depends on what expectation, because if you want to be all like honestly snatched and all, it's because of Instagram, like social media, YouTube.
Yeah, but like what I think is, like if you think about it, like all sorts of expectations come from the desire to being a bit extra, being a bit better, being a bit special. You can say that, because we try to meet the expectations because we want to be. No, we try to meet those expectations because maybe we want to be special. If you think about it,
Okay.
from an angle.
Okay.
So, but where do you think that comes from? Like, why do we all want to be special? We all want to be special. I'm pretty sure everyone must have daydreamed about having a superpower, must have daydreamed about being famous.
I daydreamed about being bare biceps.
Daydreamed about being something special, but why do you want to feel special? Is it because when you're special, do you get attention? You get love?
Honestly, it depends on your childhood.
No, like yes, it depends on your childhood, but why are you imposed the standards? Why do you think, like, think from the doer? Why does the doer impose it in the first place? And why you as an observer are letting it affect you? And why do you want to fulfill that?
Again, I think it depends on external factors, like what parents you have, what home you're in.
Yes, that is, yeah, those are, but why?
Host too.
Yeah.
Like, why do you guys think why do we feel the necessity to actually follow it, if you think about it?
Okay, what if we just take turns expressing our
I'll do
opinions?
it.
Okay, you go
I
first.
seem to only have that. Okay, so why I think it's like, why do we, okay, even if you say it's forced, why do we feel a sense of satisfaction if we actually do follow a standard? And even though it's not a widely accepted standard, it may also be a standard that we have set up for ourselves and we think it is cool. Why do you think that happens? I think it comes from the place of wanting to be special in your mind.
Okay.
Like we all want to be special, but if you think, why do you want to be special? If you think about it, maybe if you think, what we associate with a special person is that they receive love and attention, and we can't deny that. So maybe that is why we want to follow the beauty standards and any standards of the sort, to be special, to get attention or love, and at the end it's just love. So we just want, like, fundamentally, philosophically, if you look at it from the top, if you look at the whole spectrum of this problem, it's only because, like, we want love and we search for love through others, but we don't ourselves, we don't look for it in ourselves, and we have been trained to search for it in others and never ourselves.
No, honestly, I think like it's born in a person's DNA. Like obviously,
It is born through years and years of conditioning.
I know everybody needs love. Everybody needs attention, and like it doesn't matter one point if it's good or bad. You just need attention.
Sometimes not everybody.
Yeah, it depends by external factors.
But you cannot deny that everybody needs love.
Yeah.
So I think it comes from that point.
Host too.
Like the society and the
Okay,
childhood.
you tell something that relates to you. What do you
what
think?
is your experience with such standards?
Like huge brain rot, anything in your school.
Like
It's like being relevant.
Yeah.
Is also a standard. So how do you?
Yeah, like this podcast. Like I saw some podcasts in Instagram saying like prosciutto, ricotta. It's not called mozzarella. It's called mozzarella. They are starting podcasts like that, and they're starting like 6 7 podcast, the LOL podcast, and just people are getting influenced. And it, if it's a good thing to be, if it's a good thing, you can be influencing it, but
Not in the topic.
okay, we can cut this out. We can cut this out. Sorry.
What is your experience with the standards imposed on you by the society and you observe in the society? Like the standards you observe, like for example, you observe there are a certain beauty standards, by certain a lot of beauty standards that are imposed in the society, directly or indirectly.
Yeah.
Like how they portray the main characters in a certain way, side
Yeah.
characters in a certain way, and like in like
Yeah,
rich,
can I
poor,
tell now?
this that. So
Yeah.
how, what's your view
So-
on it?
Suppose there is a main character and a side character. When the main character is like heartbroken, or when the main character falls ill or dies, it's a portrayed, oh my god, so serious. But when the comedy
Comedy.
character does the same, like when he gets heartbroken or gets injured, it's like something. So it's on the person's eyes. It's the perspective. The perspective is what matters. If you see it in a main character wise,
Yeah.
it's different, it's fun, it's serious. But if you see
know,
it
like
in a
how-
side character wise, it's like funny. I think it's in the holders or the observers.
Like how Charlie Chaplin said, like the world is a tragedy in close up but a comedy when zoomed.
Yeah.
No, like
But
it,
what is the, how does standards relate with the one's perspective?
like maybe I don't know if this person is like snatched and all, like it's just an example, right? I want to be snatched too, and I don't obviously, just because imagine social media, you see all these people and they're like, in my case I'm gonna say snatched, and then when you look at yourself you'll be like, oh my god, I look like fat and all these people you will think that they expect you to be like that, but honestly if you think about it, that's not true.
Really?
I think
you don't
nobody-
think it's true?
No, I think we care too much about what other people think at the end of the day. That's how expectations, I think in a way, ultimately that's how it's, that. Because again, as an example, what if instead I hate studying, I completely hate studying, okay? It's a hypothetical statement because I don't know, and this other person expects me to study. That's the only reason I'm studying. There's no particular motivation drive, like this is why I want to study, I want to be good in the future, I don't care. But this other person is expecting me to do well, then I think that's how ultimately,
So you think expectation comes from our own self?
maybe
Because you think expectation comes because we care about what others think.
yeah, in a way it's a aspect.
Okay. But then even if you take perspective into consideration, don't you think there is a primary standard being set for everybody? Even though it's broad, a primary standard is being imposed on everybody indirectly and directly, and it does affect their life indirectly or directly by how like people treat them, how much are they open to opportunities, and a lot of stuff. You can't say that's entirely a person thing or a perspective thing. Where do you think that primary standard came from? Like if you see in the case of India, I'll take just an example, like a fair skin. They say like originally India valued dark skin more, but then the fair skin thing came due to like colonization and the Britishers. So you think history plays a major part in the standards, but this is only for one aspect of one part, beauty. But then there are various more standards. They're like thin nose, clear skin, and then there's being thin, and then if you see study wise, has to be engineer or doctor, has to be this, has to get 90 above. Where do you think those stuff come from?
It's this
I just said
topic.
the history.
No, I think this topic's too complex. You need to make like 10 parts or something.
Yeah, but why? Okay, even if it has 10 parts, why shouldn't we start with it now? It's not perfect, but it's still true. If you didn't
Okay, why can't we just figure out which aspect will start for now, right? It will make,
Yeah, this podcast should be about one aspect.
because if you say
And another
something,
aspect, and we can make part one aspect, part two,
Yeah.
second
Yeah,
aspect.
and guys, this is just our opinions. This is not the solemn truth.
yeah,
That's right.
or that should be the channel name. No, that will
Hey,
be
yeah,
the
Just
channel.
our opinions.
Just our opinions.
Oh,
that
that's-
can be our channel name.
That's a good
Your
name.
channel name, because I don't want to have this channel name.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah, I'll like find random people to talk to because everybody needs their opinion chat. But I'll probably get like 2 views.
Hey, don't talk me.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
We might be a brain rot.
Okay, so should we should we talk about physical standards today? And then we can go into academic.
How is my back?
Yeah, I
But-
think we started by physical.
Yeah, I have majorly been affected due to physical standards, not academic standards, like through the initial phase of my life as everybody, but I think physical standards is the most thing. And I think in the current generation it is which affects a lot of young girls and boys in the country, like a lot of young girls and a lot of
Mostly girls.
women, mostly women in the country. And I think it's the major problem that has been sorted today. Because if you think about it, if the majority of women spend their time worrying about fitting into the beauty standard, when are they going to focus on themselves? When are they going to make a life for themselves? When are they going to find out who they are? I think it's blocking majority, a massive part of the potential that the country has. So yeah, that's something we really need to fix on a root level, from a root level.
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah,
Okay.
just say.
So, honestly, as a feminist, I don't hate, like, I think there's a hard, okay, this is off topic, but sometimes there's like a harsh stereotype that, feminists like hate men, which is not true, by the way. So I just want to make it clear. Yeah, there is. Yeah.
She told off topic.
No, yeah, no, I can cut it out later if I want because I have to listen to it again. So, okay, I'm just saying. Honestly, I think both me, in my perspective, both men and women are like, treated with physical.
Yeah, oh yeah, true.
That's true. That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
So,
Did we laugh?
I thought she was gonna say something about men and women are equal. Because she said she has to. Fine.
I'll make
start.
a 10-hour episode. I'm joking. So, like for example, in my I'm sorry, what I went through, my biggest insecurity is my weight. I'm not even gonna like joke about that. I think since I was young, legit, I was bullied for 5 years because of my weight. But if I think about it now, like because I'm matured a bit. I think my weight, I was insecure about it, and partially it was because of being exposed to social media at a young age. But I think it's also because there are many people in your life pressuring you about your weight.
Like, it also starts from an
Bullying
early
does not
age.
prevent. Like they think, oh, people are saying bring back bullying.
Really?
Yeah, because they think it'll help us lose weight, but it does not.
It just
Bullying does
kills
not.
your mental,
Yeah, it does not make you better. It makes you feel worse about yourself, and you see, I know being fat is unhealthy, but then
you don't know the reasons to what if they're going through
Yeah.
something regarding their health.
and
Or
some
what if
people
they're
are just
depressed?
normal weight. People are
Yeah.
getting hated on.
No, nowadays
Like, you can care about your health if it's a part of your, if you want to be healthy, not because you have to fit into a standard.
Exactly.
I don't think fat particularly is like see
Obese.
if obesity is bad, fine. I hate
But
obesity.
that doesn't give you, that doesn't justify your bullying.
Yeah.
Bullying.
Like I don't think being fat is unhealthy, but like maybe there's a certain amount to what weight you should be that particular age. And like that, if
It
you're
also
not,
depends on your BMI,
yeah,
height, bone density, even your health issues. A
yeah,
lot of people suffer from like
yeah,
PCOD
and
and
they have
various
to,
stuff.
also some people for medicine, it helps, it makes them gain weight.
Yeah, they take steroidal medicines and it will make them gain weight. What, you can't say anything about it. You can't say that they're not healthy.
Yeah, like I know this person, and this is she's thin, she's not fat, but the thing, like, it's also a harsh stereotype. There are some people who don't want to be like too thin, okay, but we automatically assume they have it better than people who are fat, like, yeah, and like in a bullying aspect, because like I know actually like more than one people who are like extremely thin, and and I didn't know personally, this was a huge mistake I did. I don't know, they were getting bullied or they were insecure about their weight, because I was fat, I'm fat, okay. So like when I think about it now, it's like so sad, because I'm bullying someone who's basically suffering the same, with the same thing as me. It's just different though. Like, she's just thin, I'm just fat, that's all. But bullying is bullying, right?
Yeah.
Standards are standards nowadays, so you can't do anything about it. At the end of the day, if you're fat, then, or if you, I don't know, at this point, insecurity, standards always, it's just that.
We can
By
go.
the way, we'll
Okay.
just introduce our pen names now, right? By the way, like, if there's a bit confusion, I'm like, I don't know, I'm Leah. It's a pen name, obviously. Like, we all have pen names for people's privacy, obviously, guys.
Host 1.
She's
Leah.
host 1. Leah's host 1. I'm host 2.
I'm host 2.
I'm host 2. I'm host 2 and my name is Tanka Jahari.
I am host 3 and I'm Shri.
Okay, so
So I think standards really take up a lot of space in a person's head, and I think it, like, prevents them from doing a lot of things that they actually like it takes a lot of stuff that, meaning if they didn't have that much unwanted pressure or anxiety about it, they could have used it on something else. Like, they are depressed, like, how do I say it, it just takes up a lot of their energy and efforts just to satisfy standards set by others. And I think that's not letting a lot of young girls today from reaching their full potential.
no, actually, that's kind of true. Because me, legit, guys, I hate dancing because I'm insecure about my weight. Like, my friend, no, honestly, on God, my friends, they ask me, why don't you learn dancing? And I'll be like, nah, because like I'm not overweight, I'm just fat. And
Meaning
it's
you're
not,
not skinny.
yeah, it's not but it's not a valid reason, I know it. And it's actually, if you think about it, anyone can do anything. Like, who then, I don't think they'll even judge you. That's what you think.
Actually, this is a real life instant. Like, so I won't say I'm like really great at dancing, but I'm passionate about dancing. But then in 7th grade, people will call me for like inter-school competitions and stuff. And I 7th grade, I did not know anybody because I was new to the school. So I did not join. I feel so, I regret those decisions, because now, like, I feel like, oh my god, I could have gone. And I think these standards make you lose opportunities too.
And it also like disturbs your daily life if taken to exam. Like, imagine you're supposed to do something, like, for example, let's say studying, because that's what most of students do. You are so focused on checking if you are fitting the standard or not, you are not giving that potential needed for what you want to do. Like, it's disrupting your study because it takes up your mind space for a lot of time. And I think that's something that has to be cured, because if we have that in our brain, it's gonna spread and it's gonna destroy a lot of potential, and it's gonna dim the light of our future.
No, yeah, it's true. Because, like, okay, it depends on person to person. But if there's exams are basically anything that's stressful, a person, like, it depends on the person again. Because for example, if I'm stressed, I eat a lot, but if another person is stressed, they don't eat at all.
They have like eating disorder. They vomit it out. It's like two different reactions for pressure.
I don't think stress and eating disorder
Yeah, it's
are the
there.
same thing.
It's not stress, but eating disorder can be an effect of stress.
Yeah, that's like, okay, forget about it, because we'll go off topic again. We'll just stay on topic for now. So
And I think a lot of these standards primarily are through media, is through media, movies, songs, social media, and a lot. Like for example, if you look at the Tamil cinema industry, Tamil film industry today, when I was young, I was a curious kid. Obviously, I thought, okay, who's a Tamil heroine? Oh my god, Tamil heroines who are Tamil. And I thought one by one, they are either Malayali or Hindi or Telugu, but never a Tamil one. And even if they are a Tamil one, they are always given the side characters. Even if there's a Tamil heroine,
fair tones. If it's Tamil, they're like fair skin.
even if they're bro, but then they're like, even Aishwarya Rajesh, she's brown, but they're mostly you don't find them acting in like the commercial movies. They don't get chances in the commercial movies, opposite to, let's say, very big stars like Vijay or Rajnikant or Kamal Hassan. They always get sidelined, and it's always like the other state. No, I'm not blaming the other states, but other state actresses get all these opportunities, and for a certain time period, a lot of Hindi people, or sorry, I don't want to term it, a lot of other state people came, worked here and went there. Even Priyanka Chopra is an example. Her first film was a Tamil film with Vijay.
yeah, really,
Yeah, and obviously, because it's more easier for them to get a job here than Tamil people, than Tamil like potential Tamil actresses. And then obviously the people are observing it, and they ask the question, why is this phenomena happening? They'll also ask they'll also question, like, on what basis is this happening, why is a certain pattern being followed? And the answer to is essentially and unfortunately the beauty standards.
You know Maitreyi Ramakrishnan, right?
Yeah.
She was like in Never Have I Ever. She was the main character. She actually said in an interview that she always wonders why the main character is like the quirky white girl, while
Yeah, even if
the
you say in
side
Hollywood, it's
character-
always like the blonde.
no, the side character is always the dark one. Mainly they keep Indians nowadays too.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not like obviously against any people, any person. You know what I'm trying to say, ethnicity. I'm sorry, not against any ethnicity, but that's the truth. Hey host too, would you like to say something?
Yeah. Like, I want to take some examples, and it's totally my opinion.
Because it's our podcast.
Because it's just
Yeah.
my opinion.
Yeah, it's totally my opinion, and it's my right to talk. So if you guys wanna say hate,
It's just our
yeah.
opinions.
If you guys are not, if you guys don't agree with my opinion, I mean, you can hate.
It's
But
just our opinions.
yeah, it's just our opinions. And if you guys have other opinions, well, it's your
Comment
Yeah,
down below.
yeah.
comment down below.
Yeah, we can
So I
always.
want to take some examples. I have plenty, but for now I'm gonna just take a few.
No, it's fine. We have
So
time.
first of all, I wanna talk about Dragon. Bro,
A Tamil movie.
Dragon, a Tamil movie. It's like a recent
Starring
movie. It's like a very recent film, which was like just like 1 year ago, I guess. Yeah, 1 year ago. 2 to 1 year ago.
1 year.
And it was directed by Pradeep
No,
Ranganathan.
Ashwath.
Okay, my bad. It was acted by Pradeep Ranganathan. Okay, and bro, in like one interview, bro was like Pradeep Ranganathan was like saying, "Oh my God, it's so hard for me to find white, not white." He was like, "It's so
Heroines.
hard for me to find heroines. They reject me for my looks." And coming to think of it, isn't he doing the same to Tamil
Yes.
girls? Bro literally picked a girl from the Seven Sisters, not hating the Seven Sisters. Okay, please, I'm not hating on any state or something. I'm not hating on any state or anything. Like, instead of just picking a Tamil girl, he literally found a girl, like, not even like the Nayantara or like some, famous heroines, just like a underrated underground actor. And I bet, and he literally, bro, couldn't he freaking find like a.
What if she was searching for opportunities?
Well, he couldn't find like a talented Tamil girl. And even youth, bro. Youth got me the most annoyed. He had 3 chances. He had like literally 3 chances to cast like at least a brown skinned, at least a Tamil girl. But I think 2 are Malayali,
And one is not.
North Indian. Are we for real? He literally couldn't find. It has to be Malayali, bro.
He had 3 chances and he still.
By the way, no hate to Malayalis.
Yeah, no hate, guys.
We don't support hate. I
Yeah.
guess. Yeah.
And it's just like, even the youth, Ken Karnas, the guy who directed and acted in this film, he's like, it's so hard for us to find a hero and they're always rejecting. Like, aren't they doing the same to Tamil girls? They're rejecting because of the looks. And yeah, obviously, they'll reject you for the looks because you're doing the same thing to Tamil girls. Like, I didn't know what they expected. But this is what they get, bro, because they did the same thing to Tamil girls. If you guys are discriminating towards the brown people, you should be expecting the same because you did that too.
Yeah, and in like one interview when Pradeep said, when someone asked Pradeep, "You're not hero material," and he said, "Yeah, but when a Tamil boy looks in the cinema, he looks at them. They look at themselves. They look like me. I represent an average Tamil boy. So who will represent not even an average? Who will represent a Tamil girl at all, ever?
Yeah, exactly.
When has it happened? The last time."
Yeah.
Probably like 50 plus years ago when the cinemas were in black and white.
Yeah, and like literally, Hollywood represents us more
Better.
than what Hollywood, Bollywood, Tollywood is doing.
But even though when Hollywood represents us, like, honestly, when they say Tamil people, no hate to anyone, by the way. When they say Tamil people, they always show a black girl. Or that's
Brown.
that's
Brown.
Okay.
No,
That's like
dark people.
Yeah.
Dark girls, okay?
Even that's racist because why do
Yeah.
they portray like a Indian character brown instead of color?
I won't blame that because it's a majority. Like how if we say America, we expect a blonde person who stand with a Stanley. It depends on the majority.
No, okay, fine. Even though, let's say, okay, let's think about
Okay,
it like that.
let's forget another country. How does our country look at ourselves?
Yeah.
We don't acknowledge the majority. We look for that one minority that fits into the beauty standards. We don't acknowledge ourselves in the first step. We don't represent ourselves properly.
Yeah, I want to say something. I saw this one reel saying that we find Aishwarya Rai pretty because she's more of.
She's not Indian looking and more foreigner looking, like European looking.
Because that's the Indian standards of beauty. She's in the more of, she follows the more, she follows
She
the
looks more
foreign standards, beauty standards.
meaning
instead of,
she doesn't follow. She is really beautiful, but she does not. She looks less like an Indian and more like a person who is Western or white. And they say in India, the less Indian and more white you are, the more prettier you are. Like the less Indian. And like, yeah, as I said, this comes from essentially from colonization. But when are we gonna change?
Honestly, I don't think it's anytime soon. by the way, because like we've like, how can I say this? We've
Okay,
Not forcing
guys,
you.
host to have
Signing off.
some emergencies. So signing off. Bye, guys.
okay.
Host 1 and 3, Leah and
Shri.
Shri are gonna continue. Bye.
I want to talk
Oh, I honestly just forgot where we were.
about Aishwarya Rai.
Okay, like no hater by the way. I respect her talent. She's such a good actor. She's amazing though. No hate to her.
No tea, no shade.
Yeah, but wait, yeah, I was here. Honestly, by the time, no, how much we upgraded like as a civilization.
Not much.
No, think about it. We went from like the Stone Age to wherever we are now, and like I think it is expected that maybe even the stereotyping should have gone down, right? It should have decreased if you think about it, but that hasn't happened.
Yeah. And I think like the media should really be responsible of this, and the people. I think it's more of a societal thing. We should take the responsibility of not seeing of not encouraging ourselves and others to feel worthy because they fall into a standards, and we should feel worthy because of who we are and what morals we stick to. I think we as a society should stop relating standards with worthiness. I think that's where it comes from, and that's the um, answer, you can say, or solution to this pandemic, because it is affecting millions of people globally. If you see, we do not have the statistics, but I don't think at this point statistics is necessary, because we can see it in our lives. We can see it in the lives of people surrounding us. It has reached to such a level that we don't need statistics to how to say, prove it.
Honestly, this is kind of like a virus, we're not that type you can easily. No, I'm sorry, no.
It
virus.
keeps evolving. Viruses, they keep evolving.
But this one, it's just we don't even realize it's happening to us. Like it makes us insecure. It kills us on the inside.
No, like
to be
we
honest.
realize it's happening, but we don't know it's a disease.
Yeah,
We think it's a rule.
I feel like we've been talking about how about like how it's affecting women, but not men.
It's affecting men a lot.
I think we should talk about that. Too.
Yeah, I think nowadays more than ever, men, like especially with those toxic humax standards, where you need to have a job line, you have to have a strong jawline, and it has the most stupidest parameters, like the low set eyebrows, high set eyebrows,
You should be
wide
tall.
chin, thin chin, tall, being tall. It's like one of the most major things ever.
I know, like, I just feel so bad because who are first of all like keeping these standards in the first place? Like, it's just so hypocritical if you think about it. Who are like, I've had some gay friends and they're all like, I wish we are expected to be tall, we're expected to always be strong, we're expected to never cry. We're expected to have this certain look, we're expected to act this way, which yeah, it's actually so hypocritical. Like I wonder most of the time who are the ones keeping these rules in the first place, because like sometimes honestly when I think about it, most of the people I've seen, this is completely unrelated by the way, whenever they say about physical appearances and who it affects the person most, they always say women. I don't know why men ever came up.
Never came up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, but like think about it. Like I it's just so sad how they're often expected to act all macho. I'm sorry.
And all like so-called masculine and so-called the provider role.
Yeah, this it's like women can be providers too, right? all people can be everything. That's what I think. And honestly, beauty standards are like so stupid. But if it has something to do with our health, that has nothing to do with beauty standards, by the way, our health. But think about it. If you're obese, or if you're very thin, actually, or if you're like very fat, you need to lose weight or gain weight for your health.
Not for your standards.
Yeah. No hate, guys, is just our opinion, by the way.
And people who bully and say that they're doing good because they try to, make people healthy or not, you're ruining their mental health.
Yeah.
And it just says that you're insensitive
Hmm.
and it should not be glorified.
Yeah. Wait, host 3, like, do you have any instances where you've seen, like, men being,
Yeah, in my class, they are being mocked for being short, and I know a friend who's wanted to be tall, and he did get tall because of adolescence. But why are they imposing such standards? He said he works out, he does a certain X, he skips, he uses a jump rope just to be tall. Like, imagine the time you imagine the things you could have done in that time to find yourself and work on yourself instead of just fitting into a standard. That's like my point. We are wasting a lot of potential because we are imposing such standards.
True.
Thank you, guys.
And thanks for listening. By the way, we support, like, no hate. We don't like hate, and this is like a safe place to share
Your
our
opinions.
Yeah. Like, if you guys have any suggestions or any topics we should talk about, you can always put in the comments, because it might be just an opinion, like people who are talking here, but we would love to express y'all's opinions too.
Yes.
Because, like, I think in some way, one of the goals of this channel is to express everyone's opinions, because I don't think it's expressed enough. Yeah.
And
so,
properly.
Yeah, and clearly. So, if you have any concerns, the comments are always down there. Feel free. We support no hate, by the way. And we don't hate too. It's a very positive, fun loving, I don't know what.
It's a no judgment channel.
Yeah, it's a no judgment zone. So, we're always open.
Meaning we judge when it's hurting somebody, and
Yeah.
we just want a good human population where people finally like look towards themselves and be happy. Essentially, be happy and carefree.
So, this was episode 1 of Just Our Opinion, where we talk about expectations on physical appearances. So, this is I'm host 1, Leah, signing out.
And host 3, Shri, signing out. Bye.
Bye, love y'all. Done.